Hey guys, welcome back to Billy Ray Garage. Today's video we are working on my Cam, my 2014 Toyota Camry SC 2.5 liter. The cabin air filter, change the air filter and the oil filter. We're going to change that all out, and I'm going to show you step by step. I'll put chapters in this video so that you can see how it's done and you can find what you're looking for a lot easier. So let's jump right into it. We'll hit the easy stuff first while we let the engine cool off because it is hot, and we'll save you some money in the process. Because if you go to a dealership, they're going to charge you probably 40 bucks to change a cabin air filter, when you can just do it for the price of the part and like 5 minutes of your time. Same thing with the engine air filter. Let's go out there and do it. Alright guys, we're going to go to the cabin air filter. That is nice and easy to take out. So all you got to do is find this little tab here in your glove box, pull it out, and this whole thing comes out. And then there's another door, a little magical door. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Got that one. There's another tab in this corner. As a truck goes by, it's awesome. And then this cover comes off, just slide that there. And there's your air filter. And then all we're going to do is pull this out. And as you can see, we got some pollen in there because it is springtime. Well, now it's getting the summertime, but crap ton of pollen in there. If your car starts smelling musty and yucky, it's probably that filter. So I went with a premium charcoal filter because it makes it smell nice in here. So let's take this guy and throw it out the window because we don't need it, and we'll throw the new one in right now. Alright guys, as you see, there's a couple arrows here. That is your airflow. Now if you looked at the last filter, there was pollen and particles up on top here, so the air is coming this way. So make sure those arrows are going in the airflow direction. I don't think it actually matters, but so this filter won't fit in this way, so it's got to go that way. So we got to go in the right direction, and we just shove it up and in, and there we go. That's in. It's all nice. And then we're just going to take this little cover, slap this back on. It's kind of easy to start with this side because it's actually visible, and then just push it in. All done there. And then take this little L-shaped thing, throw it right there, push it in, and we are done. So job complete. Nice and easy. So if you have a stinky car, that's an easy fix. And you can also get little trees to make it smell like a new car, which I will throw one of these up because usually when I change the cabin air filter, I change this. I change my cabin air filter twice a year, usually before winter and late spring, early summer, just to get all the pollen out. All right, let's move on to the engine air filter. All right guys, this is another easy job to do. Takes 5 minutes to do, barely. So all you have is these two little tabs, one right here and one right here. And then you just got to do a little wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. So pick this side up, wiggle it out of the way. Your old filter comes out. This one actually doesn't look too bad. Oh wait, yeah, it does. Never mind. It's all yucky. It's got pollen in there. So if you look right here, there's a little ridge. I don't know how well it comes up on camera, but there's a little ridge, and there's little grooves around the outside here. That's going to sit in that little groove so that this goes on top. So we'll slip it in. There's only one way to do this. As you see, that corner's round. It's hard to see, but maybe when I zoom in, that's kind of got a squared off section. So that little squared off section of the filter goes back there. So it's going to go sit like that. There we go. It's going to sit like that. So slap it in, and we'll close it back up. Okay, so lift, put, drop in. So we look good there. And then we'll try and slide these little grooves back. It's kind of a pain, but it can be done. There we go, perfect. Then we'll slap this guy down. This little tab fell back, so we'll get that out of the way. So now we are properly seated. Yeah, it's these two little tabs down here. These things, you gotta kind of angle it down, get it in, and then flop it straight down. This little tab got in my way, so now this is all flat. And oops, that whole thing's coming up, so we'll just lock that guy in place. And then, I know it's hard to see, but why you need to get in there. There we go. Okay, cool. So our 2 tabs are down. We're good. Nice and easy job. Like I said, a shop will probably charge you 40 bucks to do that for a $20 filter. They're gonna charge you by the hour. 5-minute job, do it yourself. All right, the car may be cool enough, so let's start the oil change. All right, guys, on to the oil change. So if you have that light, that usually means you need an oil change. So I will show you how to do the oil change and what you need, and I will show you after we change the oil how to make that go away. Really easy. So let's dive on under the car and change the oil. All right, guys, on to the oil change. Things you will need: get rubber gloves. You may need multiple pair because this gets out of hand. Paper towel's not a bad idea. 14mm to drain the oil. That's nice and easy. I bring a little lump hammer out just to give it a little tap to start it and then back it off by hand. 3/8 ratchet with extension. That is to open the little silver cap. It's like a drain plug. So we want to open that, and then you're going to need a 1/2-inch drive socket to use the tool right there, boop, to remove the filter housing, because this is not a normal filter. It is a filter cartridge like this. So not your standard filter. Throw that in there, throw that in there, and get your 0W20. If your car burns oil, put in 1030. That's all I can tell you. But I don't burn oil, so I'm using the 0W20, which it calls for. You're going to want to lift your car up somehow, either jack it up. I got raised ramps, so raise it at about 3 or 4 inches. Some say that's too high, but I beg to differ because I have a ham. Anyway, let's get underneath and start this job. All right, guys, underneath. So there's our 14mm plug. That is for the oil pan. Now, if you catch yourself getting a 6mm Allen key, stop what the hell you're doing. That is the transmission. So not there, there, passenger side. So let's knock that loose and get the oil draining. All right, guys, let's put the 14mm on. To take it off, you want to, righty tighty, lefty loosey. It could be confusing because you're under the car and you're doing it backwards, but go towards the passenger side of the car. I bring a little hammer because I do not have a lift yet. More on that later. So let's give it a little whack to start. It won't leak out. And we'll get a little pan here. Hopefully it's not too hot. Turn it long ways, and then we will start twisting by hand. That's where your gloves and paper towels will come in handy. So as it starts getting loose, put pressure on it towards the front of the car. So now I know it's loose. So now just pull really fast. There we go, cool. So we got our little plug. We'll stick that right here for now. We'll let that drain. After it drains, we will put that plug back in and tighten it up because we will be done with that. All right, guys, I just done draining, kinda. There's gonna be more draining to do, but this is that little 14mm. We're gonna put that back on. Good about there. Then we'll take our 14 silly meter. Don't go crazy with this. You will strip it. So that's about as far as it wants to go right there. I just give it 2 little taps. That should be perfect. So we're done draining there. We don't have to worry about that anymore. So let's move on to this little plug here. We're gonna take that silver piece out. That is a 3/8 drive with an extension right there. And we're gonna take that little cap off. Sometimes the whole housing starts spinning. So keep an oil pan under there. If not, a little oil is gonna come out of there. No big deal. All right, let's knock this out. All right, so we're gonna do lefty loosey. Let's get this back over here. Like I said, a little oil may come out. If the whole housing starts spinning, I'm just gonna abandon this. All right, the little plug came out. Get this here because a little oil will come out. Yeah, it wasn't so bad. All right, so we got this. There's an O-ring that goes with that. Let's see if we can snag that real quick. Actually, yeah, we'll take it out. You could do this part afterwards. I'm just getting it now. There it is. So there's an O-ring right there. You can get away without swapping this thing out a couple times, but I change it every time. So let's throw this aside. Actually, let's chuck it in the oil. And now I'll show you a cool little thing that comes with this filter kit. All right, guys, you see that little hole right there? The filter comes with this little drain plug. So the little 3-piece part goes up into that hole. It'll drain the oil. I'll see if I can get this on camera for you guys. I don't know how well it'll come up. Actually, this might not go well, but anyway, shove it up in here, and the oil that is trapped in the cartridge housing will drain out. So keep your little pan nice and close. This can be a little tough, but we're gonna try our best. So just friggin' launch it up in there. And we got oil leakage, so that's good. We're catching that. Right about now is when paper towels come in handy. So we'll let that drain for a minute. Once it stops pissing, then we'll take the cartridge housing out. Alright guys, this thing's done draining, so we'll just try and wiggle this thing out. It's sometimes a pain in the butt. Oh, there it goes. Let's see if I broke it. Make sure nothing came off. Nah, came out one piece. Just make sure those little arms don't break off. If it does, fish it out. So we'll stick you right there. And now we'll move on to removing the filter housing. Alright, so the filter housing. So we got this little tool. It's got little teeth on it. You're gonna have to play with it to figure out where it ends up. As a helicopter goes by and is ruining my video, but anyway, 1/2-inch drive with an extension. Stick it on there, and then, sorry about the helicopter guys. So then we're gonna have to play with this a little bit to figure out where it goes in. If it wiggles side to side, it's no bueno. So we want it to sit flush. That ain't it. That feels pretty solid. I think we got it. All right, so. All right, we got it loose enough to where we can do it by hand. So let's see, we got some more oil is gonna come out probably. So we'll stick that there. And not too bad. All right, so let that dry off a little bit. So here's our filter. We'll just remove that. Inspect it, make sure there's no glitter in there. Stick you there, and then we're gonna keep this, and we're gonna put the new filter in here. All right, guys, your filter kit comes with 2 O-rings. There's one around here we gotta take off, and then our dopey filter housing, which we are just gonna put right here for now. And then we're gonna pick this little O-ring off, and we're gonna swap it out with a new one because we got it, we're gonna use it. So that'll go there, and open this up, take this boy, actually let me take this out. I'm gonna rub some oil from in here, lube this thing up before you put it on. Let's get a little more oil, lube this up very extra. So slide this back down, there's a little groove for it to sit in, and we are in that groove. So we are doing good, so we'll stick you back in. And then we'll take the small guy, lube that one up as well. It's adequate. Stick it right on top. And we'll take our dopey little plug and put that back in. Yeah. Just give that a little bit of a crank. Nothing crazy. So that's just bottomed out. All right, we are done with this. Okay, good to go. Now we can just slap this bad boy right back in and continue on. All right, guys, gonna screw the filter back in, and we should be good to go. Just start it nice and easy by hand. Run it down as far as it'll go, and then we'll be almost done. Now, if you get to this point in the video, or where I am in this video, and you start your engine, kiss that bugger goodbye. All right, we don't need this no more. Put this into the tighten position. We'll figure out exactly where it wants to be. It seems like right there it wants to be, so let's tighten that up. You don't need to be Hercules with this, just get it nice and snug. So right there, so let's give it a little there we go. And now we'll fill it up with oil and be on our merry way. All right, guys, time to start filling up the oil. But before you stick that in and just start dumping, as you can tell, maybe put a little light in there, there's like a little baffle there. So if you let this sit like that and you start filling it up, oil builds up and fills up all around here, goes down the engine, and then you have smoke. So when you're doing this, kind of keep it elevated as you're pouring. So this is a two-hand job. So if you don't have two hands, sorry about it. But anyway, let's do this. All right, guys, keep that elevated and pour kind of slow. Just a nice little pace like that. We're not leaking out. That is good. And you're gonna dump this whole 5 liters in, or quarts. I think it's quarts. All 5 quarts. And there we go. We had no leakage over the side, so that's good. We could chuck this out, or you could save it and dump the old oil back in here and recycle it. You could bring it to any auto shop or auto parts store. They will take it. Don't be a dick. Don't dump it on the ground. All right, we'll take this out, cap this off, and yeah, don't forget this part. I don't know how this engine is if you don't put this on, but you're gonna lose oil pressure and some oil may splatter out, so don't forget that. All right, guys, to reset that oil light, so what you're gonna do is turn the car to the on position, don't start it. So he's gonna beep at you, do all that fun stuff. So you're gonna go down here where it says ODO. You're gonna move that over to trip A, and then you're gonna shut it off. So this is where you need multiple hands available to turn the key and do all that fun stuff. So I'm gonna try and show this the best way possible. I'll zoom in on it as it's doing its thing. Try and keep my hand out of the way. So what you're gonna do is push this little button down, and then you're gonna turn the key to the run position. Don't start it. And you'll see those little lines running down. And as soon as it goes away, it'll flash 000. Trip A is 00. And we go back to odometer, and we'll start the car up for the first time. And as you see, our little maintenance light is no longer there, so we are good to go. Gonna go look under the car, make sure we're not leaking any oil, make sure we didn't miss anything, and then we'll wrap this video up. All right, guys, everything sounds normal here. We have no leaks down here. It's been running for about 5 minutes, no new puddles. I'll get that out of here and empty that out in the bottle, and I will clean up my tools with some brake fluid. So yeah, that's about it for this video. All right, guys, that is how you change your engine filter, your cabin air filter, and do an oil change. So everything's working great. And just one little tip to give: if you suspect your car is burning oil, put it back in this container. I don't know if it'll show up, but I got about 3.5 quarts in here, so I am burning oil a little bit. Nothing too concerning. That's 5,000 miles, so it should have been about here-ish, maybe here, but we're down to here. So we're losing about probably 1.5 quarts every 5,000 miles. So after this oil change, probably going to be upping the viscosity to like a 10W30 or something like that. So gotta do what we gotta do to make this thing last forever. It is a Toyota, so they tend to go. Hopefully you found this video helpful. I randomly post stuff about the Camry, so if you're just here for the Camry, I just randomly do stuff and I just randomly post it. Jeep GTO stuff comes out on Thursdays usually, and yeah. So follow my Instagram if you want to see some progress on the Jeep or the GTO or whatever I do. It'll be linked below. And thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the deal, and I will see you guys in the next one.